Hello there, my name is TPangolin and welcome to the Rusty Sheep. We are currently recording this video from a small cell hosted from our majestic host eXtremous.
Indeed. Could you please scoot off to the side a bit? I cannot breathe, as this cell is indeed quite tight, although I do like the blankets quite much.
That voice you just heard right there was indeed AverageDaniel, confirming your suspicions that that voice was indeed AverageDaniel from the Candy Bacon.
Indeed. Nice to be here, except not really. This cell is not very nice. I would give it a 3 out of 10.
I'm also inclined to agree.
However, as this young bearded gentleman here spawns, he looks around, enjoying his environment, further confirming that perspective is indeed quite a huge part of the game.
Now Dan, I did note that you said that he did enjoy his surrounding scenery, thus confirming that scenery and feelings thereof are contained within this particular game, as he throws a light blue flare at that particular vehicle.
Indeed, as he rocket jumps up here towards this tower looking thing, and now climbing up this flight of stairs, although it's actually a ladder. But you wouldn't know unless I told you, because I happen to be quite an expert in the field of ladders. And he is now here at the top of this tower, further confirming that height advantage might indeed be quite the thing on this map.
Now as you can see there, he did jump off, confirming our suspicions that suicidal thoughts may be in part of the game. Whether or not that's a bug or a feature, we'll leave that for you to decide.
Indeed, as he now jumps into this helicopter looking thing, now making quite the fappable sound because of its rotors, and it's now taking off up into the air. This is quite amazing.
Despite being on the ground a few seconds ago, this particular aircraft is indeed levitating.
Indeed. Now, this is quite a huge step up from all the planes and stuff in the earlier Battlefield games, although I feel as if helicopters might have been in all of them, I am not sure. As he now passes by these two nuclear plant power looking things, which, may I tell you, are not actually what they appear to be.
Now I have to wholeheartedly agree with you on that point, because these nuclear plant power things are actually the giant frozen rectums of a giant frozen Viking ancestor.
Olaf Viking IKEA, whose babies I once babysat actually, except he doesn't have kids, which I'm not sure what to think of that actually. He said it wasn't a problem, but you can't never ever trust someone like that. His beard was just too mighty.
Indeed. Now as you can see here, we are actually going over a model of the small Swedish capital of Stockholm currently.
Indeed, as he now jumped up away from the helicopter. I'm not sure how this will work out for it. Except now I am. This is a horrible sight to see nowadays, especially since choppers are indeed quite the endangered species following the war of helicopters in 1955.
As the great Waldo once indeed said, please get into the chopper.
Except the chopper is not there, as he now walks around using a sniper rifle to scope in on plains and even mountains.
Further confirming
that you do not need glasses to play this map.
Indeed, this particular bearded gentleman is actually wearing glasses. Also confirmed within this game is a low amount of vegetation and seats for this particular character to sit in.
Indeed, we can all see here that air is confirmed as the official crosshair for when you enter these vehicles, making it quite hard to drive if you find it hard to drive.
Indeed, beeping is also part of this particular game, confirming wild speculations before. Whether or not beeping was to be part of the game, it was a huge turning point and a huge argument for the Battlefield Heroes community.
This is indeed quite a huge feature, and I'm really happy to see that they took a clear stance on it. It's just so hard not knowing, because when you don't know, you just don't know.
Indeed.
It's horrible.
As this particular bearded gentleman does indeed enter this car, he does not really go very far.
Indeed, he simply enjoys the view and the car itself. Perhaps the seats are very nice and leathery.
Whether or not leather is a particular feature in this game is still under wild speculation, but we will leave that for up to you to decide.
As he now jumps into this plane, further confirming our beliefs that planes will not indeed eat you as you advance onto them.
Now this was a particular fear in previous games. Now what we're seeing right here is the heads-up display of a window. Now my comrade here, AverageDaniel, has a long history with the word window, so could you please just give us a brief insight as to what the word window actually means.
Indeed. Well, you see, window, the word came from a Nordic word called wind-eye, actually, and I feel as if this information is very relevant here as we pass above the ground and we soar in the clouds, because we are now a plane. But not anymore. He now jumps out of the plane like a true daredevil as he parachutes down onto what might seem like a bunch of trees. I'm unsure as to how it will work out.
Will he actually hit these trees? And as it seems, he has not hit those trees. He just missed those trees by a couple of centimeters.
Nice save. He now makes his way onto one of these vehicles, again confirming that there are indeed more than one of each vehicle on this map, which is nice in case you do not want to share it with your little brother.
Whether or not little brothers are part of the game is still, like I said before, open to wild speculation. Now this car, whoa! Wow, no, that is absolutely terrible.
Now, you're not ever supposed to drive like that. As you may see, though, it is confirmed that you do not die from falling down a cliff in this game. And as we see here on this American flag, Americans are indeed confirmed for the game. Whether this is a feature or more of a liability to you, TPang, that's up for you to decide.
Indeed, I think that a particular American flag right there is made out of a particular cloth native to Swaziland.
Indeed. Now, I'm a huge fan of Swaziland, but I'm not sure what to think of what they recently invented, these new mattresses. They simply do not rustle my jimmies as some other things might have done.
Speaking of rustling jimmies, this particular dumpster we're seeing here right now was actually invented in Swaziland and has rustled a few people's jimmies according to recent polls and surveys by the Nielsen boxes themselves.
Indeed, that seems to be quite right. As he now enters this building that seems to cast a shadow that does not affect him whatsoever. Perhaps he is a vampire from Twilight, I'm not sure.
That particular point is still open to speculation, but Sparkly Buttocks may come as future DLC for this particular game.
I can't wait. Now, he looks here onto this pipe here, and he's not sure what to do with it, so he just decides to rocket jump off of it. Now, I have quite a few qualms with this, as I'm not sure whether pipes were actually made to rocket jump off of.
Indeed, this person does, this young bearded gentleman does look around the scenery, going and entering this particular warehouse itself.
Indeed. Now, he utilizes this flight of stairs with great honor and responsibility, further gaining the height advantage. If there would have been enemies on the map, he probably would have scared them.
Indeed. Now, those particular flights of stairs were invented by the young John Walkway, also inventing the walkway his own namesake.
And as he now rocket jumps up in the air, this indeed confirms that there is an end to this horrible video. I'm sorry, I need to go scratch myself. This cell is just really... oh my god.
Thank you for watching yet another video by the Rusty Sheep, and make sure to like, favorite, comment, subscribe, share, and do all that other miscellaneous gubbins that makes us some sweet, sweet YouTube money. Actually, we're probably not going to put ads in this because we could possibly get sued, and I need my money to buy a alpaca with sprinkles. Anyway, my name is TPangolin, and have a nice day.